Oh, you guys couldn't hear me, huh? Now you can. What's going on, Brian? What's going on? Everyone, Cuban, what's up? I was just saying, did you guys hear about this today? That Lightning Labs rolls out Taproot assets to make Bitcoin a multi-asset network. So Lightning Labs is the Bitcoin Lightning Network. Essentially, they're opening up the pathway for us to, yeah, I think I've fixed it now, Brian. I had it muted while the intro was playing. But yeah, I mean, stable coins coming to Bitcoin, assets, you know, probably a whole bunch of shit coins and a bunch of like regular coins. It's gonna be interesting to see what happens with this. But it looks like it's gonna happen. So the challenge for the Taproot assets is going to be the same thing that was the challenge for all the ordinals and the NFTs. It will lie in meeting the demand while avoiding congestion on the Bitcoin network. Just like I said here, caused by minting the ordinal protocol earlier this year. So kind of, I don't know what I think about that. Again, I'm a firm believer that let Bitcoin be Bitcoin. Why bog down the network and make it something that it's not when we have plenty of other cryptocurrencies out there who can do that job and fill that role. But that's my opinion on it. I don't know. I'm not a fan of it, but it's happening. Whether I'm a fan or not, it looks like it's happening. Doesn't matter what I think. But I just kind of wanted to check out Bitcoin first here a little bit. So let me go ahead and turn off some indicators. Zoom in here. So it's still in a bullish posture, right? Let me kind of zoom way in. Make sure I'm not blocking it. And look, I mean, we have a pretty, I'm not going to drop perfectly here, but we have a pretty decently tradable channel that's been going on with Bitcoin. Pretty predictable. This is going back to the beginning of September, right? So this is going back to September 11th. Maybe that's a bad omen, but that's when this channel kind of started, where we had a couple touches towards the top and then the, you know, kind of the bottom here. Didn't quite touch it here, but we definitely got our touches here to kind of round out the channel. So, I mean, it's looking pretty tradable if I had to guess right now. And if of course we got to take this fake news wick out of it, right? We got to take that, what was that? The fake BlackRock ETF approval out of it. I mean, my guess is if this channel kind of keeps up, we're going to kind of draw down a little bit, you know, which is 27.5, which if we look at where 27.5 is, right? I mean, that's our thickest band of liquidity below us. So it logically, you know, there's some more confluence for you, 27.5 right there. And then just looks like two kind of bad days in a row. This candle ends in 12 minutes. 36 seconds, and it's looking like it's going to be a hammer candle, which I don't really pay too much weight to those in crypto, but you know, in theory, that is a negative or a bearish candle close when you got that kind of hammer down like that. You know, where that liquidity grab up hammered us down. So in theory, if it was like a traditional stock, I might put a little bit more weight on that, but we're probably coming down nonetheless. Probably going to kind of come down, test this channel. We're going to keep bouncing in this channel until we don't. That's how these channels work, right? It's the pattern is going to keep repeating until it doesn't. Now, these channels typically break to the downside. I mean, this is technically a bearish flag. You know, at some point, it's supposed to break to the downside, which would be like a $26,000 Bitcoin, depending on, you know, how far up the channel it goes. But we could break to the top side too. Doesn't mean it has to. I mean, we could be looking back at a $31,000 Bitcoin again if this breaks to the top side. And we got close with that fake news, right? I mean, we got pretty damn close there. I mean, what did we get up to? 30,700-ish with that fake news. So for now, that's what we're watching. That's what we're looking at. Kind of a tradable channel on Bitcoin. We're ahead of all the moving averages. I mean, thanks to these two green days right here. I'll turn those on real quick. So let's turn on some indicators. Turn those off, turn on my EMAs. I mean, you can see they're all down here. I mean, we're well above all the moving averages for the time being. What's up? I sold $170 at a loss to buy Sui. Any thoughts? I don't know what that $170 means to you, man. You know, that's a perspective thing, right? I mean, $170 to one person is not the same as $170 as to another person. So like that figure doesn't mean anything to me because I have no idea what your financial situation is, what your overall portfolio is. I mean, you saw me give away $160 on stream the other night to a website, right? So it's all relative. I don't know how to answer that question for you. And I don't know what you sold it from either. What'd you sell for the SWE? I got to put it into a little bit of perspective there. Giovanni, El Salvador Bitcoin. But take a look at the weekly real quick. See what those moving averages are doing. We're ahead of all those moving averages too. Right? I mean, we're finally seeing the moving averages pick up here, and they finally did. Kind of caught up to us, and now we're above them. You know, it's been a good week so far, which we needed Bitcoin-wise. We had 2 previous bad weeks. But see what the markets are doing. Hex is clawing its way back, 19.5% in the green. Rollbit's still killing it. What is it doing lately? I haven't even checked. Yeah, I mean, look at Rollbit, still killing it. This is on the weekly chart, mind you. I mean, my guess is on Rollbit, we come back up and we're going to tap some of these. Probably got to get rid of some of these old TAs. But we're going to probably come back up and test this kind of all-time high range again. Maybe get some liquidity licks up to grab the liquidity that's sitting up here. Undoubtedly. But Rollbit's been killing it. Continues to kill it. What's the market cap on Rollbit now? But Giovanni, I'm a firm believer in, you know, if you don't believe in whatever you sold at $170 for a loss, like if you sell something at a loss, that's okay as long as you have a plan for the money. Without knowing, again, how much money you're trading with, what percentage that $170 is to your overall portfolio. But I've done that, you know. Rollbit, $502 million. Sandbox I sold. That's a good sell. Yeah, I'm with you on that one, bud. I'm with you on that one. Brian says, still waiting for CAS to break 0.48. Check out CAS real quick. I mean, it's that's the weekly. Let's go to the daily. I mean, it had a few good days in a row. You know, don't get too scared off of one red day for CAS. I mean, people are just taking a little profits after 4 days. You know, you can see it tried to break back in this channel, got rejected a little bit. So maybe that's a little scary, but we're still above the moving averages. So we bounced off the 21-day moving average. We kind of retested that today. So that's good. I mean, that's some bullish news for you. The momentum waves are still swinging up. I mean, money flow. You know, this is daily too. There hasn't been a lot of money flow the last few days for CAS. It's been pretty flat. So you should still be in the green, right? Like I would just kind of watch it, but you know, I mean, it feels like it wants to break back in that channel. I mean, we're well above the moving averages on the weekly. I mean, it feels like we're going to go up and retest the all-time highs again. I mean, there's your rounded bottom. We just got to get back in this channel. If we get back in this channel and we retest it, we're going to go up to the top of the channel. And it's still a big channel, right? It's still 20%, you know, 18.3% on that CAS channel. But it's at a pretty pivotal moment right now. Check out Sandbox real quick for Giovanni. Let's see if he made a good decision. I don't even have Sandbox on here. I just don't think this is one of those coins that I just don't think is ever going to see its all-time. I don't think it's ever going back to $8. I personally do not believe it's ever going to go back to $8. So yeah, I mean, good call on that one. I mean, it's just an ugly chart, right? Let's check out SWE. I know I got that one on here. So SWE launched into a bear market, kind of drawing down a little bit. We still got that same Same magic trend line that we're watching here. You know, you can draw it however you want, but somewhere around there. I mean, we need a solidly break above it. Hasn't been through a bear or a bull market, right? I believe this coin's going to do pretty good in the coming bull run. I mean, hell, even if it gets back to halfway up, right? So even if it gets halfway up, that's a 76% gain there. And it will. 100%. I'm more confident in this coin personally than I am in sand. 100%. I'm going to turn on. Did you guys see the video I put out today? I'll try to find some plays tonight if I can. We're getting a... I probably already missed a train on that one. No. If you didn't see the video that I put out earlier today, guys, I added a little bit to the divergences indicator strategy. This mean reversion channel, which is essentially just the RSI. You get up to here, it's like reversal zones. You get up in here, you're oversold. You get, or you're overbought, I should say. You get down here, you're oversold. And then I added the 5, the 8, the 13, and the 50 moving averages. So if you get a divergence that prints, like here, we saw a divergence print. This is a bearish divergence, a hidden bearish divergence, but the EMAs are still going up, so you wouldn't take that play. What you want is something like this, to where the divergence prints and these EMA bands are creeping up. Took a few plays today, back tested it, just kind of adding in to find some different trading strategies for more boring days, like the days that Bitcoin chops, you know, within like 0.5%, which happens. You know, I'm just trying to find some different trading strategies to play around with. Just finished a few minutes ago, but still more to do. Swamped with work. And then I set my indicator alerts. So anytime one of these fire off, I get an alert. I don't necessarily have to watch all the time. But let's see if we can't find some plays. Aereheads, however you say it. It's coming down into the oversold territory. Yeah, no problem, Giovanni. I think that was a good play. Just again, you know, it could still go down a little bit before it goes up again. We can see here this short played out. So this is your three hidden bearish divergences. Man, there's some tongue twisters. Here you can see that we were in the downtrend already. So that was a play I would have taken if I would have seen it when those printed. See what's going on with ADA. So here, we do not want to take this one. So this is Cardano, right? So we have really the main one we're looking at. So this yellow one is your 50 EMA, your 50 moving average. The white one is your 13 moving average. And then the 5 and the 8. Sorry, the 8 and the 5, I should say. So the momentum right now, for the time being on this particular 15-minute candle with this divergence print, this is bullish divergence, is still to the downside. We want to see these swing up before taking this entry. And then when you take an entry, you want to take like, it depends on what time frame you're on, but on the 15-minute time frame chart, I usually like to look like 3 candles back to set my stop loss. So, I mean, really, you wouldn't have to set too big of a stop loss, maybe something like that, 0.0425. We don't really have any wicks down there. But maybe a long opportunity, potential long opportunity in Caspa if these can swing up. Only one hidden, so I'm not too worried about that one. Ape's starting to turn down, so maybe a good short opportunity on Ape. But not strong enough yet. We're not in the trend. Still kind of flat. Same with Aptos. So here we go again, right? 2 hidden bearish divergences, but the trend is still up. You check Magic Coin, yeah. magic. What time frame does it look like a cup and a handle for you? Let's go to the daily. Oh, it was an inverse cup and a handle, right? So you had, there's your kind of cup, your handle, and it's already playing out. All right, like if we take the full measured move from the bottom of the cup to the handle to kind of where, we'll say there. I mean, it could still come down quite a bit more. It blew right through 4 hidden bullish divergences, so the momentum is strong in the to the downside. Money flow's bleeding out. This is on the daily time frame too, mind you. You can see the daily candle just closed just now, right now, and we printed a stronger money flow. We're actually coming up on like the super money flow, which is this red line right here. Super money flow to the downside. We'll take a look at the weekly. Yeah, so the daily looks super dumpy. Inverse cup and handle that is currently playing out, so that is confirmed with a target breakout to about 0.3610. Let's check out the weekly. Yeah, I mean, cup and handle on the weekly too, but the breakout would be the same, right? What are you looking at on the daily or the weekly? It's the same, but it looks like it's coming down. Inverse cup and handle. I don't see a normal cup and a handle. I don't see that, but I do see the inverse, which is bearish. I mean, it's already playing out, right? We've already surpassed the handle. The handle's here. We're already down. So probably some more downside on that guy. We're seeing, look at this though. So we're getting 5. So this is the new daily candle that just printed. We're seeing 5 regular divergences print right now, 5 of them. So could be, I don't know what it is. I guess, you know, we could turn that on. I don't remember how to turn that on. Anyways, it doesn't matter what they are. There's freaking a lot of them. So doesn't mean it's going to happen. This is a pretty strong downturn. This could go away, right? If this loses $10, all these disappear. But if we start to build a decent bullish divergence on there, you'd want to see these start to kind of turn around the moving averages, right? But it looks dumpy. I bet you, my guess is that goes away. It's gonna be canceled out. But is that what you're talking about, Giovanni? The inverse cup in the handle? Or did you see something else that I don't see? Get rid of some of these. TradingView had an update today. They moved the object tree right here as opposed to down in the corner. See what else had a big day? Can't short roll bit, so that doesn't even matter. Oh, they all just turned over. All right, so Hex was up 19%. Rollbit we already talked about. I'm not touching Hex. Let's just look at Hex for the hell of it. Well, everyone removed Hex futures, didn't they? You can't even short Hex. All you can do is spot plays on Hex now. I forgot about that. I forgot about that. So who cares about Hex? BSV, Rune. Let's check those out. BSV. We're seeing 4 bearish divergences print. This is on the daily. I don't want to be on the daily. I want to be on the 15-minute. So the daily is printing a bearish divergence. We got a bearish divergence, 4 of them printing here. We're starting to see the 5 and the 8 come to the downside. We want to take this short. BSV, can we short it on MEXC? BSV, you can. So 40.39. Oof. God, look at that stop loss on this coin. 40.55 is a little better. Money's pumping in on the 15-minute. Let's see what the previous ones have done. So that one played out. That one played out. That one did not play out, but it was still pointing up on the 5 and the 8. Played out, played out, played out, played out, played out, played out. So most of them played out. What do you guys think? I'm kind of feeling it. I just don't like how, so 40.51. Screw it. Only a few $100 stop loss. Already into the green. Already into the green. Oh, I only got $39 filled. See? Look at that. See, I shouldn't have. I knew I should have done it. So this is that execution. I knew I should have done it. I was thinking too hard. I met all my criteria. And I just missed my entry. But I'm in one for $36. Damn it. I'm up $1.46, guys. And I wanted to put $5,000 into it. It might come back. Need to watch it. Maybe we'll look for another. I don't want to cancel it and redo it. Yeah, it's coming back. Maybe it'll fill it. Hasn't filled it yet. It's right at the fill price. There must not be a lot firing off on this bad boy right now. I mean, there's orders on there. It's being heavily shorted right now. Not heavily shorted, but there's more shorts coming in right now than there are longs. A little bit more just got filled. We're at $372 right now into the position. You put a picture in Discord. Yeah, that's not. So because this price is like the same as the cup, it's not really a cup and a handle. You know, like when it stops here, that's like the handle, right? When it draws down like this, that's no longer a cup and a handle. There, my entire position got filled. Boy, I must have gotten just, well, there you go. Holy crap. I just got wrecked. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. You win some, you lose some. Just got destroyed. Shot up a whole 1.25% in a second. Gotta love it. Look at that 1 minute candle. Right to oversold. 1.7%. Love it. Fun. I'm surprised my stop loss even got hit, to be honest with you. That's surprising to me. And look, it's going to give it all back up right now. What the heck is going on with BSV? BSV. Is BSV worth the risk Wednesday? That was crazy. Does that make sense, Giovanni? Like this would be a cup and a handle. Let me get to another chart here. Like that, right? Where you have just a little bit of a handle. Once it starts drawing way down like that, that's no longer a cup and a handle. That's like invalidated. That invalidates the cup and the handle. What coin was that we were looking at again? Oh, Magic. Yeah, just to me, it looks like that inverse, right? Looks better on a daily time frame. And it's playing out. See, we had that 5 bullish divergences printing. Now it's only down to 1 because it's going negative already. It's going to keep coming down. For now. For now. When did this coin launch? So it launched in the last bull run, or like right during it, November 2021, a little bit after, whatever. The second leg. Had a good run up to the first part of 2022, and then kind of flat. Is this the coin that we were trying to find the website on and I can never find it on, huh? Anyways. Did you guys see me just get wrecked? That was fun. Gotta love it. What was that? BSV. No, look, it already gave it all up. Gave the whole thing up. On to the next one. What else we got? XRD up 5%. CFX down 7.1. Oh, Rune. We're going to look at Rune. Yes, looks like GRT chart, right? Yeah. Yep. Same thing. Yeah, you can't get too mad, man. You know what I mean? You lose some, you win some. Just as long as your wins are more than your losses, you're gonna lose. That one did suck though, because I mean that was literally I placed a freaking order and it shoots up 1.7% or whatever it was, and then gives it all up the next freaking the next minute. Yep, it's the way she goes, man. It's the way of the road, right? But yeah, similar to GRT. Cup, handle. Trying to kind of negate it though. Trying to invalidate it a little bit. Kind of coming up. We have a couple bullish divergences printing, but the momentum is still to the downside. I bet you that play is going to work out on BSV. Why is it drawing like that? There we go. Super farm. Oof, there's not much liquidity going on this coin. All right, let's go over to Bitcoin. I'm getting some alerts firing off right now on Bitcoin. We have a couple. Oops. We have a couple of regular hidden divergences, bearish, I should say. Regular hidden bearish doesn't even make sense. Bullish hidden divergences printing off, but the price is still going up, right? So the trend is still up. Yeah, man, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Love-hate relationship with stop losses for sure. But like I would have been wrecked with any type of stop loss there, right? I mean, it shot up 1.7% on 20 times leverage. I mean, I could have had a pretty conservative stop loss or pretty liberal stop loss there, and it would have still wrecked me. Like I said, I'm surprised that it even triggered my stop loss. Right? I lost a lot more than my stop loss there. So I lost 20 $1,400 bucks. And my stop loss was $400 bucks. So that's awesome. What are you going to do? Keep plugging away. That was kind of bullshit though. See, now Bitcoin, now we're starting to see a little bit of a drawdown in these moving averages. Money flow is just flat. Everything's just kind of flat right now. It's like not quite Asia open yet, right? It's like 7 o'clock in the morning in China. It's like another hour or two really before it starts kind of picking up. A little bit anyways. We're right at the middle of the channel. Oh, I'm not revenge trading, dude. Not too worried about it. You've seen some of my wins. Like, you're going to lose some. That one did suck, though. That one did suck. What was that BSV? I guess it's not an unusual thing. Maybe I should have like actually paid more attention, right? Like look at this wick. That wick. This is only a 15-minute chart too. That wick. Having tons of, look at this. That wick. Crazy wicks on BSV. It's been getting some action lately. Reminder for yourself. Kind of looking good for a short on Bitcoin at the moment. There's just not a lot of volume. Let's see. It's just been drying down since this afternoon to nothing. Let's check out Bookmap quick. not much going on. What we got for the remainder of the week for the economic reports? So we got jobless claims. Fed Chair Powell speaks tomorrow. Powell might be a bit more hawkish than his Fed colleagues on Thursday. The Fed chairman may distance himself from the view that interest rates don't need to rise any further. Where does he speak? The Economic Club of New York, Thursday at noon Eastern. The yields got pounded again today, huh? 4.934. Jeez. I mean, do we come up and take out these tops? You know? And that's not out of the question. I don't know how many people thought we'd be at 4.934 a year ago. Near protocol under $1. Check out near. Oh, yeah. Looks like it's trying to break to the downside. Yeah, Bitcoin is just too strong. I mean, first of all, crypto's dead right now. It just is. But Bitcoin dominance at 52% again. Like we're double topping. We made a new high. We haven't been this high since... Bitcoin dominance has not been this high since April of 2021. So we actually did push a new high today. Boom. That's where the safe money is. It just, right now, you should be just investing in Bitcoin. Like with the ETFs and the halving and everything else come up, Bitcoin's going to run up before the altcoins do, period. So all this going up is altcoins going down, right? They're either not necessarily all going into Bitcoin. They're going into stable coins and back to cash and stuff like that. But man, I mean, it's just, and it's still green. I mean, it's still green. That's the weekly chart. Let's go to the 4-hour chart. Daily, actually. Yeah, I mean, it's just killing it. Bitcoin's smoking it. It is. 50%, 52% of all the market cap of crypto. Total market cap 3. You know, we still believe, you know, another 20% down before we kind of break up into the alt season. Granted, this is a daily chart because this could play out over months. Bitcoin's hanging in there strong. A lot better than a lot of the altcoins are. Check back in on Bitcoin here. 100%, Brian, when it was the only crypto. Or I guess if you talk to a Bitcoin maxi, Bitcoin's not a crypto, right? Oops, Bitcoin dominance. Yeah, I mean, it was 100% at one point, right? There you go. 100% is the highest that it was when it was the only thing out. But, you know, like January of 2021, it was 71.95%. And then same thing with September of 2019. Kind of, you know, right there. It was there again, right there. Yeah, I'd say about in the last few years, 2021, it was 71%. Otherwise, I mean, the same year, right? So that was alt season. So Bitcoin was running up. This doesn't mean the Bitcoin price went down. It Just means that this was alt season. This is when money started flowing into alts. You had ADA going to $3 and Solana to $200 or $300 or whatever it was at. So it pushed the dominance down. So Bitcoin didn't go down then, right? It was just the dominance went down because money went in and flowed into altcoins. Possible to get to 70% again? Yeah, for sure. I think it's possible. I mean, there was back during the last bull run, people were saying like Bitcoin's never going to get to 50% again. And here we are at 50%. So can we go up another 20%? Sure. It's possible. I'd probably say it's probably unlikely, given that there's so much money out there spread around the different ecosystems. It's probably unlikely. Like, we could go up to like 60, I would say. Maybe. But 70 is possible. Sure. That would be scary. I mean, there's probably a bunch of alts will never recover if we do that. Especially the alts that have already been through a bull run. Well, guys, I think I'm going to get out of here now that I'm $1,400 poor. I'll also make that up tomorrow. Thanks, Brian. It's your fault. DXY is still pumping too, 106.5. We haven't been that high since COVID, right? Since like the height of COVID. I don't know why I have this white or yellow line there, but we're testing it. Yeah, I saw that. I guess Elon Musk sounded pretty pessimistic on the economy on his little call that he had. I guess Netflix is killing it, right? What is it, Netflix? NTFX? What is Netflix? NFLX. I guess this isn't going to show me the after hours, huh? No. But also, you see Netflix raise their plan again, and it's up since the start of the pandemic. Netflix is up 40%. Yeah, look at that after hours, just up to 390, 390.61. Yeah, price hikes. Netflix hikes prices again. So that's like the real cost of inflation, right? It's like 40%. Like that sounds more realistic than 4% or 2% or wherever the hell they say we're at. Right click to show after hours. Right click. What do you mean? I'm right clicking. Pre-post market price. I have that selected. Why isn't it showing it? Pre and post market price. I have it selected. I don't know. I'll figure it out later. I'm gonna get out of here, guys. Oh. Appreciate you guys for hanging out and tuning in. Appreciate you guys for watching me lose $1,400 tonight. But I'm going to make it back tomorrow. You watch. You watch. It's a drop down somewhere there. I just don't see it. Oop, we're getting some more divergences on Bitcoin. But still, the price is still heading up.